The Krowor constituency here in Accra, the Peshi Divisional Police at Nungwa say they are investigating a case involving two voters who allegedly took a photo of their ballot paper. The two who deny the claim are currently in the custody of the police. Ernest Menu has more.
Here at the Peshi Divisional Headquarters of the police at Nungwa, the venue for the special voting, the event has been smooth so far. We had voters adhering to the COVID-19 protocols, going through the processes to cast their ballot peacefully. Indeed, there have not been any security concerns here. But however, at midday, there were two incidents that were recorded. Two individuals were arrested by the police, first on the instance of the EC officials and second by other observers for allegedly taking a shot of their ballot paper on their phones. Now, they were interrogated by the police. They denied the claim. It has been a bit of a contention. They remain behind bars as we speak because the police say they have found the evidence of the ballot paper on their phone. There was a third incident recorded not long after that. An NDC agent here accused the lady of taking a shot of her ballot paper. Eventually, when she was taken in by the police for interrogation, they found no such evidence of taking a picture of her ballot paper. She has been let go and discharged. However, the accounting of the ballot is underway by the election officials here at the Krowor constituency.
The presiding officer for polling station B, Forson, presiding officer for polling station B. The total number on the register was 414, and then for the presidential, 359 voted, and parliamentary 357 voted. Yes, that's.
So far, are the agents satisfied with the process? Did they raise any challenge?
No, they didn't raise any challenge. So far, they have been very peaceful, and the process has been very smooth. The agent did not have any problems.
The two major candidates, Elizabeth Afolekwe, who is the incumbent, the Member of Parliament for Krowor and the Minister of Fisheries, is poised. She says she believes she's going to win the constituency again, but this time a wider margin. In 2016, she won by a little over 2,600 votes, and she came up against a strong contender who had just about 3 months to campaign for the elections, Agnes Mumulati. Agnes is back on the ballot paper for 2020, and she says she's going to give the
This is very significant for me because every individual vote counts. So it is really important. The total number expected to vote here is over 400. So for me, it's very significant. Yes. Hopefully, I'm winning this one too. And I know that I'm winning the national or the general elections on the 7th of December. It's been very peaceful. It's been very, very peaceful. And I expect that on the 7th of December, the same environment will persist and everybody will be very comfortable. We'll go about expressing our franchise, you know, in a very peaceful manner.
There have been a few incidents of alleged, of people allegedly taking a shot of their ballot, and I understand the police is handling that matter. I'm sure that has come to you. What do you make of that?
I don't know why anybody would want to do that. These days, a lot of things happen. People just get excited with social media. This morning, I saw some people displaying some ballots on social media. Maybe they are just excited. They just want to display their votes or something.
But you can assure us that this is not being instigated by any of your team members whatsoever?
No, I don't think so. If you know the environment, the ambience properly, you wouldn't be so desperate as to ask people to take photos of their votes. I don't think I would want to.
You appear very confident, but you're coming up against somebody who contested you in 2016. Remember, she was not originally the candidate. They lost out. The person who was voted for passed on, and she was eventually brought on.
Pass on, please.
So
He only fell sick.
He only fell sick. Very well. Thanks for the correction. But it means that she did not have enough time, as it were, to campaign. But she put up quite strongly a good show. She won with, she lost by 30 votes. You won with just a little over 2,000 votes. And so this is quite a fierce competition. You are very confident that you are going to win, and by what margin?
By a bigger margin, more convincingly than it was in 2016. We know Krowor has always been a swing seat, but this time, because of the good work of the Member of Parliament and the good work of His Excellency, the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, I believe strongly that the margin is going to increase because our work is there for everybody to see, our performance is very clear for everybody to see. And so I believe strongly that the margin is going to increase, and Krowor will become one of the strongholds of the New Patriotic Party.
Yeah, here at Nungua, the people who often decide the votes are those along the beaches, the coastal area, where you call the Mami, and they are mainly fisher folks. You, as Fisheries Minister, this will be a vote or a verdict passed on your performance as Minister for Fisheries. Do you think that you have served them well and served their interests with the position you were given by winning this constituency?
It will interest you to know that just yesterday a lot of fishermen met with me and proclaimed their support for me. They actually assured me that with the work that I have done so far, there's no going back. They are going to show their support. They are going to show their gratitude to the New Patriotic Party.
Well, we move over to the Ayawaso West Wuogon constituency, where the chairman of the National Democratic Congress in the constituency, Bismarck Abobi Ayite, is calling on the security personnel who will be deployed to the constituency to be professional. According to him, this will prevent the constituency from witnessing the kind of violence that characterized the 2018 by-election in the constituency. Bismarck Abobi Ayite also expressed his confidence that his party's parliamentary candidate, John Dumelo, will annex the seat for the NDC.
That events of 2018 may rehappen in this constituency?
Definitely. I've experienced it, and I will tell you that never again in the political history of this country that what happened during the by-election should happen against to this nation, and specifically to Ayawaso West Wuogon. So when it comes to security, I'm very, very conscious, because you've campaigned, people are willing to come and vote for you. They can hear one gunshot or the other, and they will go back, they will quail, they will not come and vote. It means your effort, energy, and all the resources will go in vain. That's why I am pleading with the security agencies, and especially the government in power and the police hierarchy, to ensure that, right, if they are disciplined on the day, if you see any policeman and you see any additional person that you think he is not a policeman, like what we saw on the by-election, wearing mask here and there, and tormenting people, if the police are disciplined, they can call those people to order. The citizens and the voters will have confidence, and the process will go on well.
Right. So I spoke to Ma Lydia this morning, Lydia Seyram Halasan, the current member of parliament for the constituency. She is very confident that she's winning this seat by 60%. Of course, this constituency has been a seat that the MPP have been winning traditionally. It's only been won by the NDC once. What do you think the chances of John Dumelo is? I've actually also spoken to him. He's very confident that he would win. But Ma Lydia was very categorical that she's going to win by 60%.
I have followed John Dumelo as the campaign manager. And what I have seen so far, it clearly shows that John is winning the election. We have about 60% of the voter population, they are the youth. And he easily identifies with the youth.
Now, the Upper West Regional Director of the Electoral Commission, Ali Osman Adamu, has expressed optimism the impending December 7 polls will be conducted in an atmosphere of peace and tranquility, very much like what happened during Tuesday's special voting exercise.
Yes, the voting has ended successfully, and as you can see, the two centers that we have for West Central have all ended well. This morning, I went around all the constituencies, from here, Naduli to Laura, Jirapa, Nandom, Lambusi, and back. My deputy also went to Uchao, Funsi, DBI, and the other constituencies, and we are all back. The information is that everything has gone successfully, and the voting has ended very well. There was no incident. There wasn't any mishap. So we are happy that it has gone this way.
Will you say that come 7th December it will be the same?
It will be the same because the machines that we are using, all the equipment that we are using are the same. So we are hoping that everything being equal, things will be the same.
But there was one bit of challenge which has to deal with the use of nose masks or face mask or face shield. Some people came here without them. And so, by law, what are you going to do? Are you going to be strict on them come December 7th that people without nose masks, you won't allow them to vote?
Not that we won't allow them to vote. If we are advertising that everybody who is coming to a public event must wear the nose mask. And there's a law that everyone must be wearing a nose mask wherever you are going. So if you don't have it, we ask you, please go and look for nose masks and come. If you go, even if you have a handkerchief and you use it to cover your nose, you can come in and vote. But to come bare like that is what the Commission is not happy with.
There was one issue that cropped up, and when we spoke to the incumbent member of Parliament for Wa Central, Dr. Rashid Belgo, they talk about one of the registers where we have multiple registrants. Has that come to your attention?
Oh, the municipal officer reported something like that, to me. I have forwarded it to Accra, and they are working on that. So come 7th December, it will not have any effect.
Now, General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, John Boadu, has expressed satisfaction with the conduct of the special voting exercise at the various centres. However, he says the party ought to do a lot more to get a lot of people to cast their ballot on December 7, as not all the special voters turned up. John Boadu has been speaking with Trijuko Jonyako.
So the special voting exercise has just ended. It's 5 p.m. and then the last people or the persons that were in the queue have just cast their ballots. And so currently the Electoral Commission officials are packing their things. They are reconciling a lot of things with the party agent here, the MPP, and then the NDC agent here. It's been somewhat smooth sailing with the exception of a few issues that some of the security personnel could not find their names. But that one, the regional police commander has indicated to us that these persons that were affected would be placed in the various polling stations that they ordinarily would have voted, so that they would not be disenfranchised. So far it's been smooth sailing. There have not been any incident whatsoever. The biometric machines have been working perfectly, and all the party agents can attest to the fact that things have really gone well. We had an interaction with the General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, Mr. John Boadu, and he was of the opinion that in fact they have been hugely impressed by how the conduct have gone. He's visited a number of these polling stations, and they say that the MPP is very, very satisfied.
If you look for the Electoral Commission itself, everywhere we've been to, they've not complained about the effect of the machines, and they have even said that if a voter comes and is unable to biometrically go through the facial recognition that the Electoral Commission promise works, to the extent that they are even saying that it is embedded in the machine, manual verification process, which we even didn't know. The last IPAC meeting, the Electoral Commission raised it and even insisted that at the end of the day, we won't even have somebody going through manual verification who have to even go further and sign, because the machine itself take cognizance of that. And I think that is something positive that they need to be commended. I think that they are right in the decision they took to ensure that our process gets finer and better as the years go by. And I believe that we all need to encourage them.
One issue that he raised was the turnout, and he felt that with a special voting, for instance, they were expecting about 98-99% of the people to turn out to come and cast their ballot. But as it stands now, they didn't get everybody, so they are going to embark on a special exercise. They want everybody to be involved.
I was thinking that we'll get about 98-99% turnout, but in some of the few places there were differences, but only that I'm surprised because it is just within just 2 weeks that they opted to vote as special voters, and I want to believe that it's for special reasons. Not that bad, but I expected around 98%. Strangely, in most countries that have had elections in this COVID time have experienced massive turnout, and I don't expect us to be an exception. Coupled with the fact that anytime we do registration in a year of election, there's also massive turnout. We want the Ghanaian people to turn out in their numbers to endorse Nana Addo once again as the president of the country, for him to continue to deliver the good deeds that he's been delivering for the people of this country. So we are looking forward to a massive turnout, and you can be sure that with a massive turnout, we'll obviously get at 54-56% for Nana Addo and get majority in Parliament.
The NDC parliamentary candidate for Cape Coast South, he's been stationed here at the regional police headquarters where the special voting is underway all day. He will tell us about how the event or the special voting process went for him.
Pretty much everyone else, you know, say they were able to identify them with their thumbprint. So, you know, sometimes these machines they work quite well when the volumes are low, but when the numbers, you know, becomes huge, that's when they are tested, you know, heating and all that other stuff. So we hope that if what we have seen here is anything to go by, we hope that it will be able to handle the volumes as well, because that's a different proposition when you are dealing with those volumes. Well, we hope that the machines are robust enough. They've been tested to deal with, because this is a people's business.